Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon, where I'll be talking about their movies, of course, TV shows, merchandise, and I don't know, whatever the case may be. If it's related to Disney in any shape or form, then yes, of course I'll be talking about it. I just figured I'd talk about yet another direct-to-video animated movie. So here we are, I reckon. Yeah, it's involves Barbie. I figured I can't escape this now. This is my life now, I guess. Even though technically they didn't make this character, but here we go again. I've already made over 100 videos regarding Barbie. All these making videos referencing her in some ways. So yes. So here we are again. More Barbie. Oh, definitely. More so. Okay, for today's video, specifically this one right here, folks. Yeah, it's part of a series, a trilogy, I believe. And this is one of the few cases where it's actually connected, though typically they tend to do this like episodic standalone series kind of a thing. Well, it's its own thing. Anyway, this film was released onto DVD on February 26th of 2008. So anyway, I just thought I'd just do this because might as well, of course. And then, oh come on, Rogue Agent Kilowatt Dan. I 26, I can't do any word carving like a man. What? Wait, what? Who said that? Who was saying you couldn't? Just because I'm reviewing this? Uh, yeah, that's preventing me somehow from doing many things like riding a bike or going camping. Oh my god, I do not care. Again, who's stopping you? Literally, who's stopping? Who's physically stopping you? Oh Christ, up here. Anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, this belongs to a three-part kind of a series, even though typically they don't do that. They tend to be this episodic kind of a thing, really, like I was saying earlier. Anywho, of course, as usual, folks, I still do have to talk about the plot. Yep, and I talk about the story. So let's just get into it, shall we? So here we go. In this movie, you get to see that no main character and her friends live in this kingdom that's protected from these, I guess, these flying creatures that eat butterflies. Yeah, I guess that's pretty frightening for them, of course. So there are these magical lights and whatnot. But the thing is that, yeah, there's also this whole queen character that's involved in the story, of course. The flowers that spread this light threaten to go out because the queen has been poisoned by her cruel maid, I guess you can say. There's also this prince as well. So, yeah, the main character and this prince join the forces to stop the wicked character on the one hand, and then on the other, find the antidote to save the queen and the kingdom. So there's a bit of drama in here as the character has to make sure that everything's safe. So it's just that will they make it in time? Because they have to do something, of course. They have to do something where it would just make sure that these characters are safe. But of course, it's easier than done, of course, obviously. Anyway, I just thought I'd just talk about this, of course. Yes, it involves fairies, of course, and whatnot. It wouldn't be the first time I've spoken about fairies, so that was that again. Not that I wouldn't mind. Anyway, I can say the animation is really good here, despite the fact that this is a direct-to-video movie. The animation is quite good. It goes on really smoothly. It doesn't seem too amateurish, despite the obvious limitations that this does have. But the colors are really good. I would say that the colors are really nice throughout the entire thing. The colors are really vibrant, very using very pretty, lively colors the entire thing. But it never goes by like too bright or anything. It's never too in your face. But all the colors are nicely done in their own way, making them all feminine, girly. Look, everyone looks graceful and whatnot. And sure, very ladylike, I would definitely say, and that's fine. Going on the color schemes throughout the entire thing, and it makes sense. The artwork is very detailed, again, despite the limitations and what they have here, of course, for the production, despite all that. But still looks nicely done either way, I reckon. So that counts for something, I suppose. Anyway, I thought all this was nicely done in their own way, folks. Oh yeah. Oh come on, Rogue Ethan Keller. Well done. You tell me I can't do any stamp collecting? That's manly thing to do. Do what you want. It's a free country, so there you go. I reckon. Collect stepping all until your heart content. What? I can do horseback riding like a cowboy. That's manly, right? You trying to remove that? What are you talking about here, mate? You can do all those manly things all you want. I'm not gonna stop you. I don't care enough to do that. Anyway, like I was attempting to say here is that the characters aren't too bad in what they were trying to do here. I like what they're trying to aim for with these characters. Of course, Barbie is not called Barbie in this, of course. Yes, there's been quite a few different movies where Barbie is just called a different name because, as I was saying before, the vast majority of these aren't even connected. So, yes, of course, you can go by different names, quite obviously. I guess in some ways they're attempting to give this series of films a bit of a, I guess, flexibility. I guess on paper, this does sound like it could work potentially. It just depends how it's done, I suppose. And no, not everybody is really accustomed to this kind of storytelling, but as long as there's a good story attached to it, I'm fine, of course. So I know a lot of people out there prefer all the stories to be connected, which to some extent these movies are. It just depends which other movie you're referring to. That's it, really. But anyway, of course, Barbie herself. Again, I know I'm referring to her as Barbie, even though she's not really called that in this film. But I'm gonna just do it anyway. But like I was saying, she's hopeful. She's determined. She wants to get what she wants. Of course, she's not gonna let the obstacles get in the way. Obviously, despite the trouble ahead, she just wants to do her best to do what she wants. Of course, and yeah, I definitely do that. Of course, and wants to basically fix up the problem the best in her ability. Quite obviously, and make sure that everything returns to normal. I guess even if to some extent. And oh come on, Rogue Agent Keller, well done. I can't do any wood chopping. Yeah, I can't chop any wood from the trees and chop that down. Okay, I don't know since I was attempting to stop you, but okay. Hey, I want to put a ship in a bottle. I know you know what that is, a ship in a bottle. I want to make one of those. That's manly. I don't care. Go ahead. Go. I want to finish up this video. Seriously, what are you working at Fox News or something? Because they sure love to take things way out of context and just blow it out of proportion, as they often do when it comes to politics and whatnot. You realize these types of movies always had a pro-woman approach, and they're not exactly conservative, really, when it comes to traditional roles, really. That's the thing with Barbie movies. They're supposed to be breaking out the mold. How do you not realize that by now? I mean, seriously. Ugh, I swear, people don't pay attention. These movies always want to promote the idea that, okay, you might have to go out your comfort zone and just attempt your best to fix the problem. It may not always be easy, but there you have it. And the main character, of course, attempts to do her best here and just go out and have this grand adventure because there's trouble. There's trouble out there in the world. And of course, you can't really have a peaceful life all the time because things happen. It's part of life. Things do happen, of course. And she has to fix the problem, obviously. Anyway, just goes to show you that just because the character herself is living in a high society kind of a thing does not mean she can't have any problems. That's like a misconception when it comes to these kind of characters. If she's like a princess or whatever, and somehow that means she can escape all responsibilities. Which in itself, I don't understand that notion really. Just because you're rich, just because you're wealthy, yes, there's a difference. And just because you're in a high part of society, that doesn't necessarily mean you escape problems, of course. But what I'm trying to get at is that you do need drama, okay? You need drama in your story, is what I'm getting at here. If there's no conflict, then there's no drama. And if there's no drama, then there's no story. And if there's no story, and then there's no reason for me to care whatsoever. You need something to happen in the story. You need something to push the story along for the narration to get going as the adventure unfolds right in front of our eyes. The main character, I mean. So there's that. As long as there's a good story to it, as I was saying, I'm fine with it and whatnot. I mean, in terms of voice acting, the voice acting isn't too bad, I suppose. The voice acting from the actors and actresses, it's good enough that it gets a job done, really. So I can't really complain. In regards to voice acting, the voice acting isn't particularly bad or anything. No, they did a solid enough job that it gets things going. Quite obviously, it gets things going like it should when it comes to this kind of a thing. So as far as the script is concerned, it's the script itself does a solid job as well. So there's that. All right, like we're saying, let's just wrap it up, Charlie. It's just about to be done here. So a solid enough script with a pretty decent story and characters. So I can't really complain too much, really, when it comes to this kind of a thing. So yes, I'm kind of just using this as an excuse to talk about fairies and of course the whole thing with Barbie. Anyway, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 7.0/10. It's a 7.0/10 for me. So of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later. Oh yeah.